Troy A. Shadow Intronics with the fourth art sound-off of 2018. I missed yesterday's post because I had to get up early to vote because of some bad weather coming to Connecticut. And no, I'm not telling you who I voted for. But since I had to go to bed early, I didn't have time to record, and after a nap when I got home, I decided it was just already too late. So I cut my losses. I may do one on Saturday to make up for it. But on to the topic at hand. Fun fact, I wrote a script for this one. I'm reading from it right now. If you've watched the previous art sound-off or any of my other vlog or Cloud Report videos, you know that I'm not very good with off-the-cuff commentaries. And that's odd given I don't use scripts to make my comics. Videos, on the other hand, usually have full scripts, or at least partial scripts, whether it's a brief intro or a full review. I write them like I would an article and adjust accordingly. That's kind of what I did here as well. It keeps me from forgetting to add certain details. Although if I don't remember the script, I've had a nasty habit of adding things ad lib and it never comes off quite as good. In fact, sometimes even when I'm reading the script, I'll get something a little different, which I think kind of adds to the style here, because I try not to memorize too much in order to give a more natural sound to my reading, but enough that it doesn't sound like a dry read. I also have to test to make sure I can actually read the words out loud as written without my tongue going all American Ninja Warrior without me. And given my body, I want to make it past the first obstacle. Now there are 10-year-olds going that course. Makes me feel worse. But the topic at hand is my not using scripts. I want to make a comic. And that's probably very weird for most of you out there, even if you aren't comic creators yourself. It's just how I always did things. When I was making all those folded paper and notebook comics I've shown off from previous years, I didn't use a script. I just went and drew them. Sometimes this was actually a benefit to me, as it allowed me to just create and not sweat the small details. Now, as my storytelling has improved, I do sweat at least some of the details, but in this case, I run a story in my head over and over, trying to put it together like a TV episode. When the episode is complete, I turn it into a thumbnail or rough and continue as I did before, weeding out some of the padding before making the final story. Now, this is the opposite of what I should do in vlogs. See, when I do the vlogs, I tend to run what I'm going to say in my head, get everything out really good, but somehow when I actually go to make it, I lose a few important topics and details. You saw that when I was that Remington Steel reference in the previous two art sound-offs, actually. The only problem I really see to this is if I'm working with someone else. I mean, I suppose the rough thumbnail layouts could work for the artist who might still alter something if they have a better idea, but it would be a chore for the letterer, although they wouldn't know the words fit without ruining the art. Here, that's sometimes a problem for letterers. Finding a writer who isn't trying to write a novel, while the artist is trying to fit a full art piece, and neither of them are thinking about the lettering, especially the dialogue. I have actually tried writing a script. It's still not even half finished, but someday I do want to complete it or use it as a jump off for the format I usually use. But I think it would make a good graphic novel. Not really a good series of mini-series, but as a graphic novel I think would be neat. But time will tell if I ever get to finish that and how I do it. If I just write out the thumbnails or if I actually go and try to work on a script. It might be an interesting challenge anyway. But I wonder if I'm the only one who doesn't normally write a full script before going to the thumbnails. Or how do you make your scripts? Do you lay out the panels and try to fit them into the pages? Do you just say what you want on the page and let the artist or you or someone else figure out the layouts? How much detail do you like to put into a script or get out of a script a writer sends you? Let me know in the comments, or maybe make your own Art Soundoff podcast or vlog. If you want to find out how to set those up, you can go to artsoundoff.com. If you want to follow other creators, search for the Art Soundoff hashtag on Twitter. And if you want to read more of my articles and ramblings, check out bwspotlight.com. I hope the script is okay with the intensive art sound-off, since I didn't exactly state verbatim on a number of occasions, like I'm doing right now. And if this worked as well as I had hoped when I first came up with the idea, I may keep this up in future installments. But we'll see you tomorrow, and until then, I wish you all happy creating. I also hope that actually recorded this time.